Hello and welcome. I hope that you are all doing well. Thank you so much for joining me here today to talk about my third book for the month of April. It's the book that I selected for the yellow spin of the color wheel. It also fulfills the prompt for my readathon to read a book with clouds on the cover. And that book is A Long Stretch of Bad Days by Mindy McGinnis. And it is a YA mystery. And if this author sounds familiar, it's because almost a year ago we read two of her books. And they were from the Initial Insult duology, so The Initial Insult and The Last Laugh. If you're interested in that series, I will link the video below. So this time around, the story involves two high school students. They are both seniors, Lydia Chase and Bristal Jameson. Their guidance counselor messed up because of some personal problems, and they both find themselves one history credit short for graduation. The school will allow them to make up that history credit by doing special projects. Lydia creates a podcast, and she is going to use that for her project. She's going to create episodes related to the history of her small town of Henley. Bristol has no idea what she's going to do to fulfill the project, and she's pretty much resigned herself to repeating 12th grade. Lydia and Bristal are not friends. Their families both are longtime residents of Henley, but Lydia's family historically had money. They are seen as good people, whereas Bristal's family is poor. In fact, if she graduates, she will be the first high school graduate in her family. Realizing how unfair the situation is in Henley, Lydia offers Bristal the opportunity to work with her on the podcast so she can fulfill her history credit and graduate. They decide to devote their episodes to a period of time known as the Long Stretch of Bad Days. 3 days in June 1994 in which the city experienced a number of tragedies, from a murder to a tornado to a flood. Because of the tragedies which followed, the murder has gone unsolved all these years. And as they investigate, Lydia and Bristal realize that there was also a missing person, Denise Halverson. She was almost 18 years old, and she was the foster daughter of a couple in town. By the time they reported her disappearance, her birthday had passed and she was an adult. And she seemed to have finally acted on her threat to just take off. And so the police didn't really look into it. Lydia and Bristal set their sights on solving the murder and the disappearance and exposing their city's habit of ignoring the wrongs committed against the poor and outsiders who aren't from their community. What are some other books to read for a similar experience? I've got 3 YA mysteries for you, and all of these books include a mystery from the past. First up is Two Can Keep a Secret by Karen M. McManus. Ellery has never been to Echo Ridge, but she has heard about it. Her aunt disappeared from there when she was 17, and 5 years ago, the homecoming queen was killed. Ellery now has to move there and live with a grandmother that she doesn't even know. The town is beautiful, but there are secrets. Someone makes it clear that homecoming will be as dangerous as it was 5 years ago, and then another girl goes missing. Ellery knows about secrets. Her mother and her grandmother both have them. And it becomes clear that everyone in Echo Ridge has secrets, and most people aren't good at keeping those secrets. So, it's best to keep your secrets to yourself. The Last Sister by Kendra Elliot. 20 years ago, Emily's father was killed. She found him hanging in the backyard. Her sister Madison claims to have been asleep at the time. Their older sister Tara was out with friends. Because of the tragedy, their mother committed suicide and Tara left town. The killer was caught, case closed. Emily and Madison have tried to put it all behind them, until a similar murder occurs. FBI agent Xander Wells comes to town looking into this most recent murder, but also intrigued by what has happened to Emily's family. Xander suspects that there is a secret in town that nobody wants revealed. Is this a secret that Emily and Madison don't know? And what about Tara? She just may have some secrets of her own. The Girl Who Knew Too Much by Tiffany Brooks. Riley's previous year in school was hellacious. Desperate to turn her life around, she tried out for and was accepted to be a contestant on a reality show. Riley hopes that this might be an opportunity to make some changes. She and her fellow contestants are dropped off on a deserted tropical island that is rumored to have a hidden treasure. The treasure has a curse attached to it. It's said that 7 people must die searching for the treasure before the treasure can be found. 6 people have already died in pursuit of the treasure. But Riley has been on the island before. Her godfather was the 6th victim of the curse, and she had spent some time on the island with him while he was searching for the treasure. And Riley has been interested in the treasure ever since. The contestants are divided into 2 teams that compete against one another in challenges. After each challenge, one contestant is eliminated, usually from the losing team. As they search for the treasure, it becomes obvious that there is someone else on the island searching for the treasure too. And when contestants start getting hurt, they really have to wonder if that other person is deliberately harming them. And there we are. I hope that you enjoyed this look at a long stretch of Bad Days and other books concerning a mystery from the past. I will be back again soon when we will talk about the book Belladonna by Adeline Grace. I hope that you will join me then, and until then, I hope that you enjoy all that you do and all that you read. And thank you.